If you wanna find me, yeah, I'm in the front row. With my 2 tickets on me, I'm in the front row. It's the best place to be, I'm in the front row. Best place to be, yeah.
Yo! Welcome back. Dev, what's going on, my man?
You know, we here. Ready for another show, we live.
You know, I just got this shit in the mail the other day. I don't know if you're into this. The Ancestry.com.
Oh, somebody was talking about
My
that
mom
today
wants
at
me to
work.
try it, so she sent me a kit for me and my wife to try. So we're gonna give it a whirl. See what we're made of. See where we come
You
from.
know how that works out. I think that's a scam if you ask me, but to each his own, I guess they say, right?
Really?
Yeah, man. They're gonna look at you, your demographics are Chris, he's Mexican, Italian, his wife's Mexican. They're gonna just look at you and be like, oh, you know what? You're from this tribe or you're from here. Like, they don't know. How you gonna verify authenticity of that?
Keep the faith, man.
Whatever, man.
Before we get started in our show today, I just want to say, I don't know if you guys saw the Miguel Cotto fight. Just want to spend a second on this. Felt bad for the dude. He looked pretty good in the fight. Threw 7 rounds, and then his fucking left bicep tore. And you can see it just rolled up. It was like a ball in the corner right under his shoulder. His whole left bicep was just rolled up. Tore during the fight. He ended up losing because of it. He was really non-active after that. So his left hook is his bread and butter. Couldn't throw it anymore. But congrats on Miguel Cotto to a great career. All right, we got to get into some football, man.
We definitely do.
Guys are getting hurt. It's getting scary out there.
I mean, guys have always been getting hurt. It's
And,
just these crazy hits we've been seeing.
And before we even get into that, your brother's in town.
Yeah, the Eagles.
The Eagles
here.
are in town to come in the Coliseum and break some Ram hearts.
Yeah, they've been here. They're staying in LA. Well,
What do you think? What do you got in that game, man? I mean, how you feeling? Who has the? I mean, the Rams got to have the edge, right? They're at home.
I don't know about that. I wouldn't necessarily say that.
Have the Rams? I mean, have the Eagles really been tested though this year?
Have the Rams?
I mean, they beat New Orleans. They beat Dallas.
The Eagles beat Dallas. The Eagles beat. I forgot. I don't want to run down the list. The Eagles would beat some good teams too. Like, I just feel like I'm one of the ones still. You can call me still skeptical of the Rams. I'm still one of the ones who I don't think the Rams.
What's the
are
record?
here.
They're what, 8-4?
Rams are 9-3.
9-3.
9-3. Same record as the Eagles. 9-3 right now.
Oh man.
Or no, is it 10-3? 9-3. Both of them are 9-3, I believe. After 12 games, so they both are 9-3.
So you think they've been equally tested this year?
Yeah, I just think like each week in the NFL is different. So I hate the people that look at their lineup, look at the teams they played and say they play this team's not good. You play who's in front of you. You play the teams that are on your schedule.
NFL, like I feel like it's so inconsistent. It's so hard to gauge because week to week there's so much stuff that goes on. Like if you want to talk about injuries and just.
Yeah, exactly.
So much injuries.
You can play one
and then
team.
It's like year to year. There's teams change.
Exactly.
Dramatically.
You can play a team week 1 or 2. They'll be fully healthy. But then by the time another team in your division plays them in week 12, they're not as healthy.
Decimated
so it's
already.
different. So you can't just look. I don't think you can just look at this team and say, "Oh, they played easy teams." I think they've been tested, but I just think the Rams. I'm not completely sold still. Like I'm still not completely sold.
You are.
I think because the Eagles, I think they've done things. This isn't just like a flash in the pan type deal. Like the Rams haven't been good for a while. The Eagles have been. I feel like the past couple years have been consistently building, getting better, and I just still think the Rams. Like I'm not completely sold. I know how the Rams are. I still shaky on their. I'm still skeptical about their O line. I just still think this is gonna be a big test for them. I'm gonna look this game Sunday and we're gonna see.
Do you think you'll see a high scoring game or some low scoring? I mean,
I think both of these teams have good defenses. It's hard for me to say, really. It's really going to be hard for me to say.
I mean, you got Carson Wentz going up against Goff. I mean, they both kind of air it out. So,
well, they were the 1 and 2 pick.
Yeah.
Last year.
So,
I think but their defenses though, both of them have good defenses though. Like both of them have solid. I think this is what I think. I think the Eagles. They were kind of low-key embarrassed last week what happened with the Seahawks. I think they needed that, though. I think they were riding
kind
high.
Of a wake up.
They were on the 8-game winning streak, riding high.
Can't take anyone.
And then they got popped in the mouth. They flew to Seattle and got popped in the mouth. And I think that woke them up a little bit. And I think now they're refocused. They're collaborating. They're going to get it right this week. And I think the Rams are going to be
So this is kind of like the marquee matchup right now of the NFL because, other than the Patriots, these are the two big surprise teams, right?
Correct.
The Patriots are still the Patriots. They're still the powerhouse, but These are the big dogs. These are the surprise teams that are kicking everyone's
And
butt.
these two teams are fighting for first place for home field advantage in the playoffs. So this game is a big deal today. I mean, this Sunday is a big deal. I'll be there to witness it in person. And
did you get good seats?
we don't know when the players get seats. You don't know where they are until you get there. Like we'll get there.
So
I just go to Will Call and they give me my ticket when I get to the game.
So you could possibly have like nosebleeds?
Because most of the time teams give away people. They don't care about away fans, so they'll give their away fans whack seats.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? At the home games in Philadelphia, we'll get good seats, but at the away games,
there yet?
Philadelphia, 3 times. This is his 4th year on the team, so
Woo!
I've been to Philadelphia 3 different times. So but away games, like when we went to 49ers Stadium, terrible seats. We went to Cowboys Stadium, terrible seats. I went to the Cardinals, terrible seats. They always
You've been all over, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I'm his number 1 fan, man. My brother's fan. I follow him. That's real
my
life.
birthday's coming up, Dev, so...
You don't even like football, though.
I mean, I like football. I like going to games.
But back to what we were talking about as far as the actual on-the-field product, I think I'm expecting a great game. And I think the Eagles are going to come out on top. I'm looking at somewhere like 31-21 is something I'm looking at. That's the score around what I'm looking at.
All right. Well, I mean, it's going to be a good game. I mean, I know
Definitely.
that. Because they're both going to be They're going to fight.
And I think from what I'm hearing, like the tickets are damn near sold out pretty much. Like this is the marquee matchup of the weekend.
Yeah.
Pretty much of the season.
I can't think of a bigger game in the last few weeks.
And it means a lot too. The thing means a lot is quarterback versus quarterback.
No one really expected this type of season out of
at all. When they looked at this game in the beginning of the season, you didn't think like that's going to be the big game. Yep. No one thought that, but here we are. That's why the NFL is so unpredictable. Every year it changes.
So, do you have any other? Has anything over the last couple weeks changed your mind or swayed your opinion on certain teams as we near the end of the season, going into the playoffs?
Like the team I'm telling everybody to stop sleeping on, and they're there is the Chargers. The Chargers.
I hate the Chargers.
The Chargers started. The Chiefs are blowing it. That's 2 teams, and they're in the same division. The Chiefs started the season 5-0.
Yeah.
Right now,
I know. Yeah.
Right now, the Chiefs are 6-6.
Yeah.
5-0 to 6-6. So they've completely melted down. They've completely just lost it. They're losing their cool on the field. I don't know if you guys saw this weekend. The flag got thrown on their cornerback. He picks up he was tired of it. He picked up the flag and threw it in the stands, and then he walked off the field. He wasn't even ejected. Everyone's looking like he wasn't ejected. Where's he going?
He was getting ejected.
But he's a guy that he's been causing a lot of problems. I know he's Marshawn Lynch's cousin. Remember, he got in the fight a couple weeks ago, and Marshawn Lynch ran on the field to save him. He's a problem, and today the Chiefs.
We got to talk about Raiders.
The Chiefs suspended him today, so he won't be playing this weekend versus the Raiders because the Chiefs, as a team, suspended him because they're tired of his antics.
Yeah, I mean, and we got to talk about.
So wait, before you get to that, let me finish my point.
Go ahead.
The Chargers. So I got the Chargers winning that division. They're going to jump the Raiders. They're going to jump the Chiefs. I think the Chargers are doing big things. So I got Chargers making. That's a surprise team. I'm calling. I got Chargers making the playoffs.
Okay.
That's what I'm calling.
Well, I mean, I feel bad for Rivers because he's almost like Hall of Fame level talent.
I agree.
But he just the team never puts it together.
But I think this might be. They started 0-2, and I said the same thing. Oh, here goes another Chargers wasted season. But somehow they pulled it together, and they're all tied right now. They're all 6s. They're all tied. So Chargers have a good shot. Raiders have a good shot.
They have a good shot for the playoffs. But I mean, do they make any noise in the playoffs? Likely no, right?
I think personally, the way
because one thing to get there is another thing to
definitely. But you also can't win it if you're not in it.
Yeah.
I look at it like this: when you think of the AFC, who's the team you said was the powerhouse? No, you said it. Who's the powerhouse of the AFC?
Oh, you got the Patriots?
Exactly. So that's who you're looking at. When you're looking at them, that's who the teams that's in their way. I think the Chargers have the defense. Their D-line, they have these 2 DNs, Bosa, Melvin Ingram. They have the D-line to put major pressure on Brady. That's the one thing that always affects Brady is pressure. So I say
when they played against Denver a couple years ago, when they were kicking ass. In the playoffs.
Exactly.
They locked them up.
Von Miller, those guys. And the Chargers have that. The Chargers have great pass rush, great defense. So I think if they were the playoffs, that's the kind of team that
Chargers
wins.
would be a team to give the Patriots
That's what I'm saying.
Because the Patriots probably roll in there like, eh.
Exactly.
The
and then when you're in the playoffs, it's all about defense. And you have a big-time quarterback. And the Chargers have both of them. And they have a running game, too. So I don't see the Chargers' problem in the beginning of the season. The first 2 games, their kicker missed field goals to win the game. So they shouldn't have been 0-2. If they get the kicker situation, so as long as they got that squared away,
I
they
feel like
should
those
be fine.
kicking situations are becoming more and more prevalent in the NFL. Like
Definitely.
you're just seeing guys throw bricks all day.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have this opinion that they feel like kicking should be outlawed because those aren't really football players, and these guys that aren't really football players are deciding games. But I feel like that's the way it is. Keep it the way it is. I'm not one to be changing rules in the middle of.
So everything should be like you score a touchdown and it's a 1-point conversion so far away. Then if it's a little further back, the 2-point.
No, they actually moved it back 2 years ago to make it harder. So the extra points are farther back now.
Well, and they're missing now.
Yeah, it's like that's the point. They were trying to do it because they didn't want the extra point to it's a gimme. Just a gimme. They didn't want it to be just a gimme, so they moved it back. And now guys are missing for sure now.
That's good. I mean, that's good. It's another added element to the game. It makes it more fun.
Correct.
So now, because now you can't, touchdown, I'm going to go grab a drink, or I'm going to go to the restroom, because you don't got to see it. Now it's like, oh, wait, hold up. Is he going to hit this or what?
Yep. Guys are missing.
That's pretty cool. So, and now we got to talk about the catastrophic injury that could have been. Rozier?
Who are we talking about?
The dude the other night, hurt his neck.
Oh, Shazier.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Yeah, the dude for the Steelers.
Yeah.
That was scary to me because a lot of times.
Well, right away, he started moving his hands.
Exactly.
Like,
that's what I was just. No.
And
That's what caused me alarm because right away, a lot of these guys, when you see them make that hit with their head or whatever, they'll be just never move ever. He got up and was trying to. The way he's going like this, squeezing his hand. That to me tell me he's not feeling his legs. That's what they're saying. So he's like, I'm not feeling my legs. I'm not feeling anything low. So he's trying to like, what's going on here? That's what scared me. I thought the same thing. I'm like, you could see him going like this. You see him squeezing his hand like, I don't feel nothing. So like that's what they were saying. And then he just laid back down. So they were saying like, but I heard he's doing better supposedly. He's starting to feel some movement in his extremities. So
that's good.
That was scary though. Players on the field crying. That's always a bad part of football, man. Like. That's scary. Like, that can happen. That's the unfortunate part of football. This is a contact sport. It can happen. Things like that do happen from time to time.
It's scary.
But all these lethal hits.
I don't understand why guys in the NFL still lead with their head.
It's
why?
How do I say this? No, I get it, but it's easy. It's easier said than done. When you're in the heat of the moment and this guy's coming full speed at you or you're trying to make a tackle, sometimes the technique don't come out.
Why wouldn't your first thought to be lead with my shoulder?
But some guys don't think of it. You know, like I said, Chris, it's easy for us to say that, but it's not that slow. When you're in the game on the field and this running back's running by you or this receiver's going, you got to go try to make a tackle. And I get it. Sometimes their bodies twist and turn. Like, I don't think he meant to go in there head first, but that's just the way it happened yesterday. That was bad. I agree. I felt bad. Like, it was sad.
Should they go back to leather helmets and no face masks? That'll take away the whole head element for sure.
Would it?
Who's going to lead now?
They still are. It's going to be accidental head hit.
Bullshit. They ain't leading with their head after that.
I don't know. I think the game is just... I think the game today is as safe as it's ever been. But I also think the players are bigger, stronger, faster than they've ever been as well. So
well, yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So like when you got big bodies constantly going at each other, there's going to be injuries. Things are going to happen. It's just the way it is. That's just going to happen. There's no way. Bodies weren't meant to be banging against each other like that every play. And that's going to happen.
What do you think of the cheap shot by Gronk?
The Gronk cheap shot was BS. That was Bush League.
Had he been a brother, how long is his suspension?
I don't know, but the thing I don't like is how the NFL suspended people, right? He got 1 game for that. But Juju Smith got 1 game for that block that was kind of clean on the other guy, perfect. So how are you equating those the same thing?
They said they didn't like how he showboated over him, right? After he knocked him
but
down.
okay, I agree with that. But that's not as bad as Gronk.
I think because it was a blindside.
And then Gronk admits after the game, I was frustrated. He was holding me. So you go do a cheap shot because he was holding you? Like, that's why I don't like. That felt like he deserved 2 or 3 games. Like, you can't give him 1 and then give the other guys 1 for, you know what I mean? His thing is totally different from his. So,
very true, very true. All right, you want to jump into some NBA or you want to go into the Ohtani?
Whatever you need to, we can do it.
All right. So it's kind of been like LeBron. I don't want to say he's gone anywhere, but like he is it weird to say he resurrected again? Like he's a freak. This is like back in like his 2nd year in Miami.
No, but doesn't this happen every year?
No, it doesn't.
No, what I'm saying is by that, listen, every year his teams start off slow or whatnot. And then everyone's talking as LeBron lost it. What's wrong with his team? This, that, blah, blah, blah. Well, LeBron say, oh, yeah? Check this out. What did he ring off? Today, I think they just won again. I got the notification. So today
They did, but they played the Kings.
But, bruh, what did we just talk about in the football? You players in front of you. They're all NFL, they're all NBA players.
I know, but
13 straight is what it is.
Yeah.
13 straight basketball games. I think LeBron has that to turn it on, turn it off switch. I really do.
Is it going to matter in the finals? Do they have a chance against Golden State?
I do. Anytime you have LeBron on your team, I think you have a chance. So I'm not just going to discount that.
I'll give them one game. I mean, one.
What? Speaking of, we gotta get to the Warriors. We're gonna talk about the Warriors in a second. Too.
No, let's jump in the Warriors.
The Warriors. These guys are like
cruise control.
Nah. They're making up this us against the world attitude. Like everyone hates them or something. They gotta do something to keep the juices flowing. Worried about y'all, bro. Like
they gotta do something to keep the juices flowing.
I think so, but what's up with this tough guy Durant? Where does this guy come from? Trying to fight everybody.
Okay, I was hearing people talk about this earlier. They're saying that Durant might be trying to project an image that he's no more of this. He's not that same 19-year-old scrawny kid that came in the league anymore. He's 28, 29 years old. He's a man. He's accomplished. Like he kind of wants that respect. I think he wants that type of to possess that aura that like Kobe had or LeBron has when they walk in the court. Like, oh, don't mess with that guy. Don't turn him on. Because got a lot of guys still come at Durant.
You know what I think it is?
But Durant is super insecure.
I was just going to say that. That was my point. Durant's sensitive.
Yeah.
Durant cares what everyone thinks too much.
He has a troll account.
Yes.
How many guys making $60 million a year on and off the court, and you're going to create yourself a troll account?
So you can talk trash.
So you can talk trash to people who are talking trash to you? Like, that's sick.
Yeah.
That's some sick
and
stuff.
then the fact, and like he does interviews a lot from time to time, and in his interviews he always talks about his haters and people always. He wants, you know what he wants? He doesn't understand. From what I read, he doesn't understand why people aren't praising him. He feels like he needs to be praised as the best player, this and this, but he's getting backlash because everyone, when he finally won that title, everyone said, when he finally won the title, everyone's like, but you had to go to Golden State to get it. You know what I mean?
Well, they did that to LeBron.
No, but I'm saying,
I mean, I think LeBron is just now. In the last couple of years, people are starting to back off.
But you know what the thing is, though? With LeBron, the difference? LeBron didn't care. LeBron didn't let you know that he cared. KD does these interviews and says, these haters, he kind of admits, yeah, it hurts my feelings. He says stuff like that. Like, when these fans come at me, it hurts my feelings. Why? All I did was go to a good team. You didn't hate on LeBron, or they didn't come at LeBron this bad. Or this. I'm like, why do you care? You did what you wanted to do. Now live with it. He was mad because people will keep criticizing him.
They're going to win 3 in a row.
Right? If possible. But I'm saying, he's too... At this point, you don't need to show us that you're a man and show us this and that. You're looking soft. I feel like you're looking softer by doing this. Hey, everybody sees the fake in you. Everybody knows you ain't no thug. You ain't this about to try to fight you. You ain't that. So chill out, bro. What are you doing? And these other players are getting tired of it because they're coming at him back like, chill out, KD. You weigh 125 pounds. What are you going to do?
No, I mean, and that's very true. A guy with his talent, he's probably going to go down as the best scorer of all time. I mean, or the highest scorer of all time, not the best scorer of all time. Because I think that belongs to Jordan and Kobe. But he's going to go down as the highest scoring player of all time, and with a couple rings in his bag and a couple of Finals MVPs, maybe another MVP if he pulls his head out. He can win another one in the regular season. But yeah, he does kind of dwell on fans. Or haters, as he likes to say too much, and that's a shame. He really shouldn't, and that kind of ruins guys a little bit. And they carried it around. You could see it, and you need to kind of
that's the kind of thing,
compartmentalize that type of stuff.
With the social media era, these kids these days, the more you talk about how much you don't like it, the more they're gonna do it.
Yeah, let it fuel you. Like Kobe said, like I heard everything everyone said. I read everything everyone said, but I wasn't about to let you know that.
Exactly.
I'm using it
because when you
right
do
now.
it, you don't say nothing. Now the fact that we know it bothers you, these fans know it bothers you, the players know it hurts you, and it makes you mad and ticks you off, so they're going to keep doing that to do it. Because they know it drives you. They know it's going to, we can get a reaction out of KD easy.
So, I mean, bottom line, it's going to be Cavs and Golden
That's
State
not
again.
even a debate. Yeah. Unless there's a major injury or something, that's not a debate.
Or Boston just keeps
I
rolling.
don't see that.
I got more stats for your ass on Lonzo Ball.
This is
Game
the portion.
number 23.
This is the portion of the show, people, where he starts to hate on Lonzo.
Remember what I said about Lonzo Ball? I said he would average 8 points and 7 assists this year. He's currently averaging 8 points and 7 assists this year.
When did you say that?
I said that.
I don't know. We're gonna have to dig up.
From the beginning.
We got to dig up some old podcasts because
Go ahead. I
remember all of our Lonzo discussions. I don't remember that one.
Yeah, you do. On top of that, the dude is still the league worst offensive player. But on top of that, there in the NBA right now, there are currently 70 guards, point guards and shooting guards. There's 70 of them in the NBA.
Number 63 in terms of offensive rating. I know this.
Number 63 in PER in the entire.
Yeah.
Among the entire guards in the NBA. Number 63.
Correct.
He's also has the lowest PER and the worst plus minus on the Lakers.
And you know what also he has?
What does he have?
For a guy so bad, he has everybody talking about his numbers after every single game.
Well, you know why?
What other player do you know that they scrutinize, put a microscope, analyze, overanalyze every single game? Listen, every single game that he plays, the next day on First Take, the next day on First Undisputed.
You have a reality show, you have a clothing line, you have your dad screaming stuff all crazy. Magic Johnson bought into it. This is the franchise. This is the face of the franchise.
How many guys?
No.
Doesn't every owner draft somebody to say that? Yes.
No.
Come on, bro. I just don't understand why you hate on the own
team. They didn't say that about Ingram. They didn't say that about D'Angelo Russell.
Because they didn't think that. And that's why D'Angelo Russell's halfway across the country. Well, not halfway, all the way across the country now.
Magic didn't think that. That's not necessarily the Lakers.
Whose opinion matters? When it comes to the Lakers, your favorite team, whose opinion matters? Who's running the show? Let me know. I just need one word. Who? Oh, okay. That's what I thought. So that's what matters.
But
what you say, what I say, Magic says is what matters.
Oh yeah, of course. But that doesn't mean that everything he's gonna do is the right move.
Correct. I agree.
So far, it's not really looking that way, and we're more than a quarter away into the season.
Okay.
So I mean, look, I'm saying Lonzo will be good in the future. Sure, he will be. He'll pick it up. He's going to get better. Everyone does. He's just not going to be the star they thought. And I want to know, when you have someone like Jordan Clarkson who's having a really good season, who could be having an even better season if he got the minutes, how long do you let him sit there? Because you saw the other night when they pulled him out of the game, when they were winning that game.
Oh, he was upset.
Oh, dude. So it's like, how long does that happen? And then, on top of that, I don't even want to talk about LeVar's crazy ass saying, "Oh, they need to play my son more. They need to do this with my son."
I don't like that. Yeah.
But look, like you're gonna Lakers are obviously gonna the Lakers brass are gonna ride with Lonzo. That's abundantly clear. They're gonna roll with him. That's their guy. They're gonna let him go out there and take his lumps, have the bad games with the good games. They're gonna let that happen. So why are we still playing Brook Lopez and Andrew Bogut? Is this team going to the playoffs, Dev?
Definitely not.
Definitely not. What are we doing with them still? Hopefully, I think you can start trading your first year signees, I think by December 15th. So hopefully that happens because, I don't know if you've watched, I know it's only the G League, but Thomas Bryant is destroying it in there. He's averaging 22 points a game, shooting 61% from the field.
Where is he doing it at?
48% from three.
Where?
In the G League.
Oh, okay.
So I said, I know it's only the G League.
That's what I thought.
And then you have Zubac, who's playing really well down there, too. But it's like, if we're going to take our lumps and you're going to let these rookies develop, let it all develop together.
Agreed. My complaint
with the point of Brook Lopez, who's not even playing that well this year.
He's terrible shooting.
Let's get them out. At least you'll have Lonzo pick up 2 or 3 more assists because Thomas Bryant and Zubac can hit a shot.
Yeah, that little, I guess I want to say little success, if you want to call it, when he shot like almost 40% Brook from three last year.
Yeah.
So now when I watch, like, he's firing threes and he ain't making them. Yeah, that's what I don't get. And then another thing is, I just feel like almost like last year, Zubac was getting time on the Lakers.
Yeah.
And Zubac was playing well on the Lakers.
He was.
So I was surprised when now he don't even play. You don't need to sign Bogut.
He's only played a couple.
I think Zubac could give you whatever Bogut's giving you.
Yes, he could.
And I don't get it is a lot cheaper. So I don't know if they thought
I think the Lakers honestly thought they had a chance of that 8 seed.
I think so too.
I think now they got to kind of like, all right, December 15th, we're going to roll. Trade these guys for hopefully they can get a second round draft pick, something like that, maybe cap space, something like that, and then bring your guys up, Zubac and Thomas Bryant. Look, Laker fans are ignorant if they think we're making the playoffs this year. They're not. It's just not going to happen.
They need to go to full rookie develop mode.
Why not? Why not? I mean, we don't get a pick this year, but you can still try to win some games at the end. Like, Make your goal. Set the bar for we're going to win 34 games this year, guys. We could do that. I don't see that happening. I mean, they're 8-15 right now, and they got Philly, I think Cleveland, Golden State 2 more times than Houston in this month. So
I think the Lakers. We go back to the
this month alone.
Yeah, the Lakers need to try that lineup. I think it was a lineup I saw one day. It was Lonzo, Clarkson, KCP, Ingram, and then Kuzma at the 5. Or
no. It was almost
Lonzo,
there.
Clarkson.
Their best lineup this year, I think, has been Clarkson. For offensively, the best has been Clarkson, KCP, Ingram, Kuzma, and Randall. Offensively.
But the other day, like they had a lineup in the 4th where I was like, I like that. Because I want to see.
Oh yeah, they had Lonzo,
Lonzo,
KCP, Clarkson, Ingram, and I think Randall at the 5.
Yeah, see, like I like that.
Because Kuzma, I don't think played that game.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. That was the game he was hurt.
Yeah.
That lineup was actually doing pretty well. Like I thought to myself, I'd like to see this.
Well,
lineup
because they're all like Lonzo's 6'6".
Exactly, and he could switch on defense, so it don't matter.
And KCP and Clarkson are both 6'5", so they're not small guards. So
Correct.
you can switch everything on the perimeter.
Correct.
You know, and you try to funnel everything towards Randall. So
the Lakers are work in progress, definitely.
Definitely.
So he needs to just let the goal total.
I'm hoping you're hearing my idea. I'm hoping by December 15th, Lopez and Bogut are gone.
I don't see them doing that.
And you bring up Thomas Bryant, you bring up Zubac, play these guys. Are they? Is Brooke and Bogut a part of the future anyway?
Nope.
No. So let's get them out of here then. Let's see what we got in Zubac and Thomas Bryant for the next 50 games and see what we got there. If we don't have nothing, then hey, off season we got to do something at the center. But our still primary is whoever they want. I think LeBron's a long shot now because I think LeBron even thought the Lakers might be further along than they are, and they're not. But it is nice to see that Ingram's been balling out his last couple weeks, averaging almost 20 points a game the last couple weeks. So.
He looks more aggressive, which is what we want to see always.
Yeah, and let's close out the show with this. Shohei Ohtani? Ohtani. Let's call him Ohtani. He's narrowed it down. I think he'll make a pick in the next couple days. Monday at the latest, because that's when winter meetings start. And it looks like he's going to head for Seattle.
Seattle or Angels is what I'm hearing.
So, Seattle's trying to clear up space right now with Minnesota. They're about to finalize a trade to clear up more space for the international money. So, we'll have to see. This could break.
The Angels and Mariners both made trades with Twins to acquire $1 million in extra bonus money for Ohtani.
Yeah, the ones who have the most, I think, are the Dodgers. They have $3.5 million. Them and the Rangers, I think.
He wants to go to a smaller market.
But he wants small market.
And it looks like he wants to go to the AL so he could DH. Doesn't have to play in the field when he hits.
So I think it's going to end up being Seattle or the Angels.
I would hope it to be the Angels because the Angels need some luck. I'm tired of them. I hate how they've been.
I would love for them to be like, because I can go to an Angel-Yankee game and see Ohtani, see Judge out there.
So I think that's what shows the Angels are trying to make moves and not just sit on what they have, and I like that. But I hope he picks the Angels. I don't know why he would pick Seattle. I don't get why these random guys been picking Seattle. Like, what's his name? Picked Seattle. The guy that was I can't think of his name right now. He's a left-hander that was on the Yankees a couple years ago. The second baseman.
Oh, Cano.
Robinson Cano picked the Yankees.
Yeah, I know he got his money, but I know he regrets that with his stats.
Nelson Cruz went to.
Well, they looked pretty good for a second because they got Corey Seager's older brother.
Yeah, they got Kyle Seager
who can hit. You got Nelson Cruz. You got Cano. That team can hit. You still got Felix Hernandez who can do some stuff.
That's what I was saying. I didn't understand, but
maybe adding Ohtani, that team can make some
push him over the top.
So possibly. Maybe even with the Angels though, because the Angels made a run at the end of the season too last year.
Yeah, the worst possible thing for the Angels though would be him going to Seattle because that's their division. So not only did you not get him, now you got to play against them.
Exactly. So, all right, guys, that's our show. InTheFrontRow.com, In the Front Row Podcast.
We're going to have that Rams week recap next week and see, let you know if we feel like they for real or not because the Eagles is coming. That's exciting. I'm ready for that. We still got Lakers games all week. Continue to see the progression of Lonzo Ball.
That's it.
And then we should, by the next podcast, we should have Ohtani's answer as well. We should also have Giancarlo Stanton's answer. We didn't talk about him today. He's deciding what team he wants to be traded to. So there's a lot of baseball winter meetings start Monday too. So there should be a lot of baseball news coming up in the next couple days. So next podcast, we might have some more baseball news for you. And we've always got that football and basketball. So
follow me on Twitter at Chris_ITFR for In the Front Row.
Mr_D White, Mr_D White on all the platforms.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you again next week.